Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode of A Dog Soul. I'm Anita, I'm your host and a professional dog trainer, and today we're gonna talk about why it's important for your puppy to sleep at or in your bed. So stay tuned and have fun. Alright, so this might be new for some of you, and for some of you it might just feel right, because it is right. I'll be honest with you, I would let a puppy just sleep in the bed with you. It's safe, it's warm, it's secure. You can increase your bond while you're sleeping. Your puppy is feeling amazing. He will sleep through the night in no time. You will recognize signs of him needing to go to the toilet immediately. It makes things so much easier. But of course, I know some people don't like their dogs in the bed with them. And if that's the case, then of course, you cannot let your puppy sleep in the bed, because it will be absolutely not logical for your dog to understand that as a puppy, he can sleep with you in your bed, and as soon as he grows, it's no longer allowed. That's very, very weird for your dog. So, as soon as you've made up your mind and you know whether or not you want your dog in your bed, you can decide on the puppy sleeping place. But if you don't want your dog in your bed, at least let your puppy sleep by your bed. Because for a puppy, he or she has just lost everything. The whole family, everything they knew, the humans they knew, the smells they knew, the household they knew, maybe other animals they've already bonded with. And that's a lot to take in. And for a baby, it's just unnatural to be alone. And of course, a puppy doesn't want to be alone. And that's why it's so important to keep your puppy by your side at night. Your puppy will start to bond with you as soon as you pick him up, because you're the first person in his new life he can trust. You're his safe haven. You're his anchor. You're his everything. And of course, he doesn't feel safe in the new environment yet. That has to develop over time. And of course, it cannot develop if your dog feels insecure or uncomfortable. So you have to make your new dog's home as comfortable as possible. And that also means that he can have a good night's sleep without any fears, as much as that's possible. And some people still keep their dogs in another part of the house or in another level of the house or even outside, and that's just not natural. And of course, for the dog, it's very, very, very hard to live with. And maybe you've already experienced a move in your life. You moved from one home to another. And at first, everything's new and everything's exciting, but it also doesn't feel that safe yet. Of course, we have doors and we understand locks and things like that, so we can get ourselves a feeling of security right away. But if you take something with you, like your bed or your favorite chair or something like that, then you get that homey feeling a lot faster in the new home. And for the puppy, it's kind of the same thing. So he has just arrived at a new home and he doesn't know anything yet. He doesn't know these new smells and all that new furniture and you as a new person. Well, in the best case, he already knows you because you've visited a few times and before the pickup, and he has already made a connection with you. So that's wonderful, but sometimes that's not possible. If you did visit your puppy before you brought him home, then it's even more important to let him have access to you all the time. And yes, that also means he has access to you on the toilet. I'm sorry, but that's just necessary. And it's weird in the beginning, but you get used to it very fast. So And with the sleeping arrangements, yeah, you have your puppy as your new best friend, and you brought him home as a part of your family. It doesn't matter if you have a big family or if it's just you and the puppy. And why would you keep them away from you? And most of the puppies, when they have to sleep in another room or on another level or even outside, they cry. They cry for their mommy and they're crying for you. And I just cannot understand how people can just ignore that. That's really horrible. So the puppy's not doing that because he's some evil spirit who wants to suck your attention or keep you from sleeping or something bad like that. He's a baby and he is scared for his life because, yes, that's a natural instinct. A puppy who's left alone is very, very unlikely to survive in nature. So, yeah. All right, so back to the point. It's okay if you decide you don't want your dog in your bed. Then, of course, you cannot keep your puppy in your bed as well. But then make him a comfortable spot next to your bed and let your hand hang down so he can just have contact with you and he can feel you and he knows you're there, he's safe, nothing will happen to him because you're there. And if you want to use a crate, then leave it open. You can shut your bedroom door if you don't want your puppy to roam around the house. But a crate should not be closed. It's too small of a space for your puppy to move around if necessary. And a crate should always be a safe zone and not some place where your puppy gets stuffed in when he's been bad or when nobody wants to be bothered by him. So leave it open. And if you want to keep your puppy in your bed, that's amazing. Of course, that's what your puppy would want you to do. And you can either install a spot just for the dog with a special blanket or something like that. Or you can just let your dog decide where to sleep. And no worries about intimacy if you have a partner in your life. A dog can learn to understand, if he doesn't already, when you need some privacy. So, yeah. And of course, you can have a second safe zone in your living room or whatever if you don't want your dog in the bedroom for a specific time. And some people are a little scared of letting the puppy sleep in the bed because they're afraid they will hurt him when they roll over. And that's very unlikely. See it like this. So many people have their babies in the bed for the first, I don't know, weeks or months or whatever. And they don't crush the baby. So why would you crush a dog? It's the same thing. And yes, I'm comparing kids to dogs because it's the same feelings. It's been researched. It's the same thing. So, yeah. And when your dog needs to go to the bathroom, he will wake you because he will start walking around a little restive because, well, he needs to go to the bathroom. And you will, of course, wake up. If you don't, your puppy will maybe jump from the bed or start whining, and then you know. And you can take him outside and then go back in and snuggle up again. So sometimes these things can really be very, very easy. And you don't have to worry about any kind of rank or dominance related issue or something like that. That's really outdated and it's not happening. So your dog will not take over your household. No worries. Okay, so I would love to know what you've decided, if your puppy's sleeping in your bed or not, and what's your experience with that. So either write it in the comments or send me an email. I'd love to hear that. And if you have any questions, of course, let me know. I'll try to answer them and try to help however I can. And don't forget to push the thumbs up button and share the video and subscribe to the channel if you like the video and you want to know more about puppies and reactive dogs and things all around doggies. So until next time, bye!